Always something, you know. This always happens. But the work continues. The build continues. All right. So without further ado, we want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bashim, Yahushai, Bashim, Kapadash. We want to finish. We want to start. Let's start back Revelation 13.
All right, this is Revelation 13, verse 2. It says, "And the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard, and his feet were as the feet of a bear, and his mouth as the mouth of a lion. And the dragon gave him his power and his seat and great authority."
So this right here, this dragon that's talking about is, like the brother said, it's America and the EU. And the feet, was the feet, the mouth, the mouth, the leopard, the bear, and the lion. Sloppy. The leopard, the bear, the lion. It's talking about the past ancient empires, man. But the lion is a new empire that was never talked about really before in the scriptures, except when it was mentioned as the seventh, I believe. It was mentioned as the seventh horn in Revelation 20, I believe. Where was it mentioned as the seventh?
The 7 heads.
And the eighth had not come. Oh, 7 heads. The 7 heads?
Yeah, 7 heads.
All right, right. So this was originally the 7th head, and it was Great Britain. That was the lion. All right. And the 8th was America. All right. I think it's going to talk about that later on in this chapter.
I think that's Daniel 7, the little horn.
Con. It talks about that in Daniel 7. Let's get it.
Yeah, if you get there, I'm on. Go ahead.
Got it, bro?
Yeah, I got it. I'll just start from the top. Daniel 7:1. In the first year of Belshazzar, king of Babylon, Daniel had a dream and visions of his head upon his bed. Then he wrote the dream and told the sum of the matters. Daniel spake and said, I saw in my vision by night, and behold, the 4 winds of the heaven drove upon the great sea, and 4 great beasts came up from the sea, diverse one from another.
So these are the 4 beasts. These are the beasts that was represented in Revelation 13 and 2. This is that same beast. You got it, bro.
Verse 4. The first was like a lion, and had eagle's wings. I beheld till the wings thereof were plucked, and it was lifted up from the earth, and made stand upon the feet as a man, and a man's heart was.
And this line that it's talking about is the Babylonian Empire. All right, it was made to stand on its feet like its man. That was the beginning of the empires, the Babylonian Empire. You got it, bro.
And behold, another beast, a second like to a bear, and it raised up itself on one side, and had 3 ribs in the mouth of it between the teeth of it.
All right, the bear, that would be the Medes. All right, that's the Median Empire. Go ahead, up.
And they said thus unto it, Arise, devour much flesh. After this I beheld, and lo, another, like a leopard, which had upon the back of it 4 wings of a fowl. The beast had.
The leopard being Alexander the freak, all right, in the Greek Empire. Go ahead.
After this I beheld, and lo, another like a leopard, which had upon the back of it 4 wings of a fowl. The beast had also 4 heads, and dominion was given to it. After this,
Read that one more time, Salakia, bro.
the book of Daniel, chapter 7, and verse 6. After this I beheld, and lo, another like a leopard, which had upon the back of it 4 wings of a fowl. The beast had also 4 heads, and dominion was given to it.
So this was the same Greek Empire, but this time it was separated between 4 rulers. These were the 4 generals underneath Alexander. He didn't want to give it to his seed. He wanted to give it to the strongest, and he believed that his generals were strong. They ended up fighting for the empire and stuff like that. But yeah, that's what it's speaking about right there. You got it, bro.
After this I saw in the night visions, and behold, a fourth beast, dreadful and terrible, and strong exceedingly, and it had great iron teeth. It devoured and brake pieces, and stamped the residue with the feet of it, and it was diverse from all the beasts that were before it, and it had 10 horns.
So this is the beast with 10 horns that it speaks about in Revelation. Go ahead, bro.
I considered the horns, and behold, there came up among them another little horn, before whom there were 3 of the first horns plucked up by the roots. And behold, in this horn were eyes like the eyes of a man, and a mouth speaking great things.
Go ahead.
Verse 9. I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit, whose garment was white as snow, and the hair of his hair was like the pure wool. His throne was like the fiery flame, and his wheels a burning fire. A fiery stream issued and came forth from before him. Thousands ministered unto him, and 10,000 times 10,000 stood before him. The judgment was the judgment was set, and the books were open.
All right, that's it right there, bro. It says, verse 8, and I considered the horns, and beheld there came up among them another little horn, before whom there were 3 of the first horns plucked up by the roots. So this isn't the exact same beast, all right, as the beast in Revelation, but it's similar. It's likened onto that beast in Revelation. So we can pull from this beast and how would I say it? The how would the Christians say it, man? They would say exegesis. Yeah. So we would basically extrapolate from this to get Revelation 12 through the Spirit now, through the Spirit. So that little horn that plucked up the 3 horns was Spain, Britain, and France. The 3 horns were Spain, Britain, and France, and that little horn was America that plucked up from the 3 horns. Because we all know that Spain, Britain, and France once had rulership in America. All right, they had colonies in America. Well, not colonies, but they owned land in America. All right, America had to buy parts of their land from what was it? It was called the Louisiana Purchase. Who they buy from? France? Yeah. They had to buy parts of the land from France. Right? Part of the land was dominated by Spain. You got the Spanish speaking part, Texas, all that stuff. California, it's named after Spanish names.
Florida.
And then you got was Great Britain, the colonies, the 13 colonies in that was ruled by Great Britain. That was America, and it plucked up those 3 nations in order to become America, the United States of America that it is. All right, this great whore. So Britain was the 7th, right? think it tells you that later on in Daniel. Yeah, it might tell you later on in Daniel that Britain was the seventh, right? In the eighth, no, Britain was the eighth because the eighth had not yet come, right? It was talking about a nation that had not yet come. It's all good though. But that was the lion referring when you go back into the beast. That's what it's talking about. Where it was did it say the head of a lion? What you got?
No, I don't got nothing.
Mouth of lion. All right. So the mouth of a lion, that's Great Britain. All right. Let's move on. Let's get to the point. You got it, boo. Start at Revelation 13 and 4.
All right, Revelation 13 and 4. And they worshipped the dragon, which gave power unto the beast. And they worshipped the beast, saying, Who is like unto the beast? Who is able to make war with him?
That's right. They worshipped the dragon, which gave power unto the beast. So the revised Roman Empire gave power unto this new empire, right? Because it was Slovakia. I'm trying to get situated. Should have done this before camp, before the live. Let's see what I can do. All right, bear with me. You know what? I'm just check how much we got. All right, we good. We sufficient. All right, Salakia. So the dragon, which being a revised, the ancient Roman Empire, gave power onto the revised Roman Empire. All right, that was that. Go ahead.
And it says, And there was given unto him a mouth speaking great things and blasphemies, and power was given unto him to continue 42 months.
That's right. That's America, Babylon the Great. All right, that was the power. America, Babylon the Great was that satellite nation. It was that ruling nation. It was that little horn that became the big horn, man. That became greater than the other horns that were before it. So it became the ruling horn, and this is how do I say it, man? It spearheaded. It spearheaded this beast in Revelation 13. Now, the makeup of the beast, it starts with the EU. The 10 horns, those are the 10 European Union nations. Also, the NATO. All right, the original ones represents Belgium, Denmark, France, Germany, Greece, Ireland, Italy, Luxembourg, the Netherlands, Portugal, Spain, and the UK. Now, it's 12 right there. But biblically, they're 10. All right, Spain and Portugal, that's one. That's Iberia. Who ruled over the Iberian, Brother Amawar? You go back into that excerpt that I sent you, or that the brother sent you.
Yeah. On the had
You got it? About the Germanic kingdoms?
Yeah, I believe it was the Visigoths.
The Visigoths? Come on. So you said the Visigoths ruled Iberia. All right, brother. Stay on that. It says so that's Spain and Portugal out the way. All right, the UK and Ireland. Who ruled in Britain?
Was it the Anglo-Saxons?
The Anglo-Saxons. All right, you seeing the correlation here between this beast and this dragon. All right. Let's see. It says that Ostrogoths, they ruled Italy. Italy. Who ruled? Oh, Slovakia. I'm tripping. Italy. I told you the Ostrogoths ruled Italy. All right. Italy is part of that 10 founding nations biblically of the EU. The EU has it as 12 because the UK and Ireland, that's one biblically, and then Portugal and Spain, that's another one biblically. But they have them as 4 separate nations when really it's just 2. All right. So Ostrogoths ruled Italy. Who ruled Greece, brother? Yeah, I think he froze.
Greek.
The Greek parts. The Greek part is not on here. Let's see. Oh, it no. Northeast, former Roman Africa, Visigoth ruled Iberia, southeastern Gaul, Franks ruled Gaul, France, Burgundians ruled South, Anglo-Saxons ruled Britain. Yeah, the Greece part is not on here. It would have said southeast Italy, something like that. But you can always look that up. Who ruled southeast Italy during that time period? All right, but Italy is one. You know, the Rome, that's Italy. All right, Rome, capital of Italy. It's capital, or is it the Vatican? One of the two.
Yeah, Rome is the capital of Italy.
Time. All right. Let's see. Who ruled? This is Luxembourg, which is like Luxembourg, somewhere in the German area. Luxembourg in the Netherlands. Those. Also France. We know who ruled France. France was ruled by the Franks. All right, they ruled most of France. Also ruled by the Burgundians. Ruled Luxembourg in that German area. All right, so we're making a connection between and Lord willing is a lot of information, but Lord willing, y'all understand the connection between the beast and the red dragon. The red dragon just being the ancient version of what we're dealing with today. These nations who established the EU, and that's no coincidence. That's by design. It's by design of Yahweh Bashim Shai. All right, Shalom, brother on the comment board. Shalom, how about Shimon Shabbat? All right. So I'm gonna name those nations again. It says Belgium, Denmark, France, Germany, Greece, Ireland, Italy, Luxembourg, the Netherlands, Portugal, Spain, and the UK. So you can also replace Denmark, Luxembourg, and the Netherlands with Germania minor and major. Germania minor and major in the ancient times. You can replace it with those. All right. Let's see. Belgium is part of France. It's like close to France, I believe. I think they speak French in Belgium. So the Franks, they would be over Belgium. Where we at? 13? Revelation 13?
Yeah. Verse 6.
All right, let's get it.
All right. Revelation 13 and 6. And he opened his mouth in blasphemy against the Lord, to blaspheme his name and his tabernacle and them that dwell in heaven.
That's right. What America does, America speaks against. America is completely contrary to Yahweh Shemi Shai. All right, this is how he opens his mouth to commit blasphemy against the saints, against Yahweh Shemi Shai. All right, against all those that dwell in heaven. Because America is the beacon, is the culmination of all these wicked ancient empires. Egypt, what else? Babylon.
Basra, Nineveh.
Brother said Basra, Nineveh, Greece. All these ancient empires is the culmination. It's basically mashed up like Plato, you know, for lack of better words. Go ahead.
And it was given unto him to make war with the saints and to overcome them. And power was given him over all kindreds and tongues and nations. And all that dwell upon the earth shall worship him, whose names are not written in the book of the Lamb. Slakia, whose names are not written in the book of life of the Lamb, slain from the foundation of the world.
That's right. So, power is given unto this beast to enslave the world, pretty much. And those that worship him, they're not written in the book of life. They're the 2/3 of our people. They're the ones that's going to worship him. They're the ones that's going to consent onto his rulership. All right, the elect of our people, they're not going to. The elect of our people, they're not going to consent to his rulership. All right, they're going to look at Esau. All right, they're going to see right through his devices. They're not going to take his MOTB. They're not going to take his chip. They're going to be self-sufficient. All right, well, not self-sufficient. They're going to be sufficient because the Lord provides. What Esau has can't do anything for him, because what does the Lord say? What did the Lord say to Satan when Satan tempted him? Man should not live by bread alone. Let's get that real quick. What is it, Matthew 3? Yeah, Matthew.
I got you, bro.
Matthew 4. You got it.
It's the book of St. Matthew, chapter 4, verse 4. But he answered and said, It is written, Man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of the Most High.
That's right. But out of every word that proceedeth out the mouth of the Most High. So this is telling you, those that's written in the book of life, they're going to be doing the words of the Most High. They're going to be pursuing to the words of Yahweh Shem Yahshua. All right, let's get John 6:35.
All right. This is the book of St. John, chapter 6, verse 35. And Yahushua said unto them, I am the bread of life. He that cometh to me shall never hunger, and he that believeth on me shall never thirst.
That's right. All right, if you believe on Yahweh Shai, you're not going to hunger, and you're not going to ever thirst. It's talking about spiritually and physically. The Most High, the Lord is going to sustain you physically. All right, but most of all, He's going to sustain you physically, and that's what He's speaking of. It's not just one or the other. He's talking about both. All right. What am I thinking of? Revelation 6. Revelation 6. Let's get that real quick. All right, let's link it up with Revelation 13.
Six.
I think it's Revelation 6 and 4.
4.
All right, Revelation 6 and 4. I'll start at 3. And when he had opened the second seal, I heard the second beast say, Come and see.
All right, so this is what John and Revelator, Apostle John, he saw this play out multiple times within his this epistle right here, within Revelation. It wasn't he didn't just see it once, man. This was shown to him multiple times so that we could get it. All right? You got it, bro.
And there went out another horse.
So this time it's referring to a horse. But that horse represents the same man we were speaking of, the same people we were speaking about in Revelation 13. Esau, Edom. All right, you got it.
And there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him.
What's it sound like? Power was given unto him. It sounds like Revelation 12 and 13. Go ahead.
And power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another. And there was given unto him a great sword.
So right now it's actually even going into more detail. All right, see, Revelation 12 and 13, it jumped from time, like different time sections of time. Now it's talking about, it's going into detail about what this beast is doing. So it laid out the foundations of the beast, the red dragon and the beast. It laid out their the governments that form it. It laid out the makeup of it, which is the ancient empires of old. Now, and it told you who the people was. Now it's telling you what these people do. All right, you got it, bro.
Verse 5 goes into the black horse.
All right, it says, reread verse 4, bro.
All right, Revelation 6 and 4. There went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat it says to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another, and there was given unto him a great sword.
They were given unto him a great sword. Now I'm thinking of Revelation 11.
if I may make a quick point, that word red in the Hebrew is Adawam, which refers to Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. All right, like the brother was going into, trying to make that correlation. You know, that red dragon being the ancient Roman Empire, which was ruled by Edom. All right, now, you know, we're in current revised Roman Empire, which is America, still ruled by the same people that were back then. You know, they've been given the blessing of the sword. That's the main thing.
So, which verse?
God, the verse is you can start at. Do I want to go there?
What's it, 12?
No, it's not 12. It's I'm trying to figure out. Trying to go through my head. If just start at 4. We'll take it back to 4. Start at 4.
Revelation chapter 11, verse 4. These are the 2 olive trees and the 2 candlesticks standing before the Lord of the earth.
That's right. So 2 candlesticks and 2 olive trees represents the ministry, represents the prophets. All right, the brothers on the highways and byways preaching this truth, the 100% truth. You got it, bro.
And if any man will hurt them, fire proceedeth out of their mouth, and devoureth their enemies. And if any man will hurt them, he must in this manner be killed. These have power to.
You got it, bro.
All right, verse 6. These have power to shut heaven, that it rain not in the days of their prophecy, and have power over waters, to turn them to blood, and to smite the earth with all plagues, as often as they will.
And I'm gonna say Salaki, so we didn't even have to read that. That was me, you know. I decided to read it anyway, but it represents the prophets in the latter days. All right, the prophets in the old times. All right, the Lord's gonna bring what's old back to the new. All right, He's gonna bring it back again. All right, so brothers are gonna have spiritual power, right? So let's start at 7. We should have started at 7.
Verse 7. And when they shall have finished their testimony, the beast that ascendeth out of the bottomless pit shall make war against them, and shall overcome them and kill them.
All right, and this beast, all right, is coming out of Europe. All right, it shall ascend from the bottomless pit. The bottomless pit is Europe. It shall overcome them and kill them. Go ahead, keep going.
And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt, where also our Lord was crucified.
That's right. So I wanted to get to the part where it says, where also, and their dead bodies shall lie in the street, the great city, which is spiritually called Sodom and Egypt, where also our Lord was crucified. This is correlating, this is connecting back to Revelation 13, where it says, all who worship them. The dead bodies talk about the people who are dead spiritually. They're dead spiritually. Their dead bodies shall lie in the streets. All right, they're being left in Babylon to perish, man. They're not written in the book of life. So this is what it's talking about when the beast kills them. The beast is going to kill the 2/3 of our people spiritually. I mean, they're already dead. They're dry bones right now. You know? So in Revelation 13, it says, and it was given unto him to make war. This is Revelation 13:7. And it was given unto him to make war with the saints and to overcome them and power was given him over all kindreds and tongues and nations. So in Revelation 11, it says that uh, this beast, it will come from a bottomless pit and make war against them. It's saying the same thing. This is why I said John was given this prophecy multiple times. All right, the Lord wanted to get it through, not just to him. It was to us. See, we need to hear stuff multiple times. All right, and then it says, in all that dwell upon the earth shall worship him, whose names are not written in the book of life. That's what it means by the dead bodies lying in the street. But in verse 9, let's get verse 9 on Revelation 11.
All right, verse 9. And they of the people, kindreds, and tongues, and nations shall see their dead bodies 3 days and a half, and shall not suffer their dead bodies to be put in graves. And they that dwell upon the earth shall rejoice over them, and make merry, and shall sing gifts one to another, because these two prophets tormented them that dwell on the earth. And after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life from the Most High entered into them, and they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them which saw them. And they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, Come up hither. And they ascended up to heaven in a cloud, and their enemies beheld them.
That's right. So that's the ending. That's right there is our salvation. But first, we got to get through this time of tribulation, and that's from verse 8 through 9. That's the time of tribulation that we're going to be in. When it comes to this beast. Now, we can go further to Revelation. I keep saying Romans. Revelation 17 or the 18. Yeah, we won't get that. You got anything, brother? All right. You got anything up?
No.
All right. Yeah, we won't get that. We might go into that another time because it's going to take us over, you know. But Lord willing, let's read Revelation. Let's see. Let's read Revelation 13. Man, there's so much meat left. So much meat left. But 12 sums it up. 12 sums it up. Now let's start from Revelation 12 and 12.
Come on, the book of Revelation.
Actually, Salakia, bro. Let's start at Revelation 12 and 10, because that's where we leave off in Revelation 11. It's saying the same thing, but it's being rephrased differently. You gotta
go. The book of Revelation, chapter 12, verse 10. And I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, Now is come salvation and strength, and the kingdom of our power, and the power of his anointed. Mm-hmm. For the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which accused them before our power day and night. And they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb, and by the word of their testimony, and they loved not their lives unto the death.
That's right. They loved not their lives unto the death. All right, that's the ones. All right, that's going to be saved. That's going to be written in the book of life. Go ahead.
Verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath,
Uh huh.
cause he knoweth that he hath but a short time.
Yeah, the devil knows that his time is up. He knows that Jacob's hand is holding that heel, and it's almost time for Jacob's rulership to begin, and that's going to be the last rulership on the king on the earth. It's going to be the everlasting rulership, the everlasting kingdom. Part of the kingdom that it's going to be the kingdom of heaven, man, ruled by Yahushua. All right, this devil knows that. So what's he going to do? All right, he says he's coming down having great wrath because he knows he hath but a short time. He only got a little bit of time left. All right, just like Apostle Tahar says, you better do it quick. You know, you can do whatever you want. You better do it quick because your time is up. Yeah, that's what it is, man. Esau's time is up. All right, go ahead, bro.
Verse 13. And when the dragon saw that he was cast unto the earth, he persecuted the woman which brought forth the man child. And to the woman were given 2 wings of a great eagle, that she might fly into the wilderness, into her place, where she is nourished for a time, and times, and half a time from the face of the serpent.
Uh-huh.
And the serpent cast out of his mouth water as a flood after the woman, that he might cause her to be carried away of the flood. And the earth helped the woman, and the earth opened her mouth and swallowed up the flood which the dragon cast out of his mouth.
Now, Salaki, this is talking about 70 AD. All right, this is talking about how the woman fled from Esau. All right, that wanted to consume and wanted to come after the woman because the man child. All right. But 17 starts our salvation. You got it, bro.
Verse 17. And the dragon.
I want to say this. It's been the end of what's it called? The last days since Yahweh Shai. It's been called the last days since Yahweh Shai. All right, you got it, bro.
Verse 17. And the dragon was wroth with the woman, and went to make war with the remnant of the seed, which keep the commandments of the Most High, and have the testimony of Yahweh Shai Hamar.
That's right. And that's it on that. You know, you want to continue to have the testimony of Yahweh Shai, which is the spirit of prophecy, and keep prophesying the end of this time. All right, keep linking up spiritual prophecy with what's going on today, because it's all spiritual. It's all according to the Lord's plan. This is how you further your faith. This is how you grow your faith. All right. The more you understand the scriptures, the more faith you're gonna have, because you're gonna understand that everything's by the power of Yahweh Hashem Yahshua. So with that, we're gonna close out. Lord willing, it was edifying. Lord willing, we can provide some insight to some scriptures, and also we provided some insight to these prophecies. So with that being said, we want to give our praises to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushai, Hashem Rakakodash. All right, shalom, shalom.